Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Restituto, and I am a musician from Northport, New York. And today, we are doing one of my favorite kind of videos, which is a lyric breakdown reaction. As a songwriter myself, as somebody who has a whole bunch of music out here, I really enjoy looking at other artists' processes and how they write their songs, their rhyme schemes, what words they decided to use. Because, look, songwriting is a craft, and sometimes, actually very often, a lot of songs will go through a lot of different processes where they start one way and then kind of adjust into other ways. You can even see that in Olivia's song, Driver's License. She changed a couple of the lyrics from the original version that we heard to the final product. So, that being said, we have her song, which is the intro song, the first song. We have Brutal, killer song to start off with that guitar part, the bum 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 bum, right? So we start off with her being said, I want it to be messy. Now, is she talking about the riff there? What is she talking about? Probably, production wise, but knowing her probably has a double meaning, like a messy breakup kind of thing. So we go straight into verse one, which I can totally hear the song in my head. Like I've heard the song a bunch of times, and it's super catchy with the way she wrote it. So I'm so insecure, I think that I'll die before I drink. So we have the ink kind of rhyme scheme right here. So that's an AA kind of rhyme scheme, and now we have, and I'm so caught up in the news of who likes me and who hates you. Very cool, play on words right there. I like the way she phrased that. Again, the U kind of rhyme scheme. So it's AABB right here. Then would be CC kind of thing, which is, and I'm so tired that I might quit my job and start a new life. What's very interesting to see is how a lot of artists actually, including myself, see their career as a job as opposed to as an extension of themselves. Where she sees this as her job, start a new life, quitting a new job, no longer being a musician, a songwriter, an actress, and that they'll all be so disappointed because who am I if I'm not exploited? So this song kind of goes directly, I feel like, towards the media, the paparazzi, the news outlets that are take people's personal lives and turn them into spectacles kind of thing, and that's one of the things I hate about the music and not just the music industry, but it's I hate the paparazzi, man. I don't know how it's legal, honestly. I genuinely don't. So I'm so sick of being 17 and her teenage dream. Where's her teenage dream? So what's interesting is kind of talking about the news here and the being exploited, the being in the news over here, and then referencing 17. Obviously, she was probably 17 when she wrote this because she just turned 18. But it kind of almost seems like a double meaning of the especially because she references Teenage Dream. 17 the magazine almost kind of seems like this kind of cliche reference, not cliche, but cool reference is the word I'm looking for. And if someone tells me one more time, enjoy youth, I'm gonna cry, and I don't stick up for myself, I'm anxious and nothing can help, and I wish that I'd done this before, and I wish people liked me more. A lot this whole thing is kind of in this A B B C C D D kind of rhyme scheme where she's very often it's written A B A B. So for example, if it would be and I wish I'd done this before, and I don't stick up for myself. I wish people liked me more. And I'm anxious and nothing can help. So that would be if you were to flip those lines, it'd be like an A B A B kind of rhyme scheme. But these are more of the AABB kind of rhyme schemes, which is cool. I'm really curious. So let's see what Genius says about this referencing Teenage Dream, Katy Perry. Interesting. They're saying that Katy Perry made this song popular, or made this phrase popular. I don't know about that. I feel like that was a popular term beforehand, but who knows? Maybe I never know. Okay. This is the chorus now. All I did was try my best. Continuing along, actually, in this AABB kind of rhyme scheme. This is all I get. This is the kind of thanks I get. Again, kind of referencing, going back and saying look, I put in all this work in my career. I put in all this work to make art, and then you guys kind of exploit it. You guys being the paparazzi, the news outlets, the media, which I hate. It's so messed up, man. Unrelentlessly upset. They say that these are the golden years, but I wish I could disappear. Ego crush is so severe. It's brutal out here. So I'm curious what the ego crush, because I don't know what that term. I've always curious. Ego crush refers to sensation of being belittled by the world and not feeling good, having your ego crushed. Interesting. Yeah, man, the media is rough, and it's the worst. Not only the media, but even people's comments, people, just people's comments, the way that they perceive you, perceive the song, perceive your songwriting. It is brutal out there. YouTube comments can be brutal. It's wild. Continuing along, I feel like no one wants me, and I hate the way that I'm perceived. I only have 2 real friends, and lately I'm a nervous wreck. So I'm curious who she's referencing with these. But this one, this actually is interesting because she keeps the AA. I feel like no one wants me, and I hate the way I'm perceived. Me, Eve, kind of have that rhyme scheme. This one rhymes a lot less though, which is interesting because the first verse and the chorus rhymed pretty significantly. I only have 2 real friends, and lately I'm a nervous wreck because I love people I don't like. So then we kind of go back to the rhyme scheme again here. So we kind of leave it here, which kind of really, as a songwriter, is an interesting way to grab people's attention. If you rhyme, and then break that rhyme scheme, it's like, oh, as a listener, you're like, it kind of catches you off guard, and it makes you really pay attention to the words a bit more. I love the way because I love people I don't like, and I hate every song I write, which is very popular not popular, but very common for songwriters, that they really just, they don't love the songs that they end up writing, but other people end up loving them. And I'm not cool, and I'm not smart, and I can't even parallel park. Interesting rhyme scheme right here with the parallel park. Like these rhymes right here, these phrases, the super specific lines can either be a huge hit or a huge miss. Either it's so like obscure that people are like, oh, I love it, or it's so obscure and people are like, that didn't go at all with the song. You know what I mean? And people seem to like this one. You know, you'll never really know the case until it's kind of like too late. You put the song out there, but this one ended up being one people like. So go back to the chorus. All I did was my best, and kind of thanks again, which we already talked about. Continuing along, we have the post-chorus, which is just having a really good time. And she goes, got a broken ego, broken heart, kind of referencing the breakup again, which is the broken heart, which is interesting. And then the ego is related to the broken ego is like we're talking about exploiting the breakup, which is essentially what's happening. Yeah, it's brutal out here. Yeah, it's brutal out here. And I don't even know where to start. Kind of cool to end on that. I don't even know where to start. We're just kind of starting on that first, as this being the first song, she's starting with the song. So it's kind of like almost like a play on that aspect, which is pretty interesting. So that's my perspective on the song. Hopefully I was able to add a thing or two here and there with the different perspectives on songwriting, the tips and tricks that you kind of learn. What's really interesting about this songwriting though here is there's a lot of AABB rhyme schemes, which we talked about, which you as a songwriter you have to be careful with, because if they're too perfect of rhymes, they sound like a beginner songwriting skill. But if you kind of do some sort of slant rhymes, where for example like disappear and severe. Disappear is 3 syllables, severe has 2, but they still rhyme. Like stuff like that, it was kind of a little bit more obscure, and they fit really, really well. So hope you guys enjoyed that. That's my perspective on Olivia Rodrigo's songwriting for her first song on the new Sour album, which would be Brutal. If you want to check out my music and my songwriting, and mean the world to me, if you want to support the channel that way, if you want to check out the rest of the stuff, the vlogs, the live streams, a whole bunch of stuff here on the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless and peace out.